Let's hit it. Uh, a quick start guide, step by step. You want to improve your life. You want to start, tapping into your powers. You want to start improving the things that you can improve that don't cost you any money. That is on like under your control. You want to take back control. You want to improve your self control, and the ability to do more, raise your level of energy, and all those things is a lot that we can do just to start our transformation that would improve so many things like our self-discipline levels, energy levels, confidence, self-confidence level, and much much more, right? Because it's like so many little things that we could be doing right now that makes a big difference, um, that is like in details, like through the day, that we can just like take control and dominate and kind of like set small goals, and just from tomorrow start living a different page on your book, much better, um, much more healthy, that will give you the power back on taking control of your life, kind of like going for the things that you want, see improvement on your days, right? Start improving your days, and that's kind of like the started package to transformation. Maybe you're at one, maybe you're at like 40% now, 30, or maybe at 50 or 60. But anything that you get in there is going to increase your level. Maybe you operated on 70%, but maybe you find something there that get you to 75, maybe to 80. Maybe you're in 30, and then you get a jump to operate on your 50 to 60%, right? And tapping into the other powers that you're not tapping into. So what I'm gonna do for this, I'm gonna put together, like, I'm working on the guide right now. It's kind of like general information. It's good, right? It's gonna help a lot of people, but it's not gonna help the majority of the people. It's gonna help like uh, a good like 30-40% of the people. So I want to kind of like, because that's the people that is already like above 50% operation, that probably is going to take the most advantage of that, because they're already on the position that they can implement those things, right? So I'm kind of like making like a beginner kind of like level of start improving, because a lot of people that like, for example, when I first started to improve in my life and start doing personal development and work with my powers, right? I was like on the very beginning, so it's good to have something like that. And then you go through it. It's going to be completely free. You go through it, and then and whatever it is that can help you from there, you help, and then you make sure you got the foundation solid and good, and then it's going to be, even though if you're not a beginner, it's going to be maybe, like I explained, like something there that's going to help you with something. So we always can get something out, specialized knowledge, right? Put it together, and that's what I'm going to do for you guys. Put something together here, more like on like kind of like more close to 101 than like a PDF guide. So it would be probably like a series of like some videos, for the beginning phase, just to give you that that kind of like that kick in to like get started, maybe like a 7-day series or 14-day series where you can get the ball rolling. um, have your jump start to start, like, getting to success, and having success in your days, and kind of like take out the things that are blocking you from your way, and kind of like clear your path, get to analyze where you at, put it together, your blueprint, design your life, ideal life, and things like that, right? To get started. And yeah, that would be great. And I think that was going to help the majority of the people. That's going to help more people, like, there are on different levels, and also all the beginners, right? That, like, okay, all these things are cool, but I'm not even in that level yet, and they're having a hard time implement those things, because it's already on the level 3, 4, 5, and they're not there yet. So they need to have the foundation kind of like solid, build up first before they can move on to the other things. So it's going to be great. It's going to be very helpful. Um, and you know, it always starts with the foundation, because with that you start understanding that it's much more to life. It's much more that you can do. You got some beautiful, amazing powers that, you know, by just like shifted the way you live your day by day on the autopilot, and just go and take the control and lead your day with some great habits and some activities, kind of like, you know, making your day go into the direction that you want, right? It would change a lot from you on your mindset, um, on your uh, lifestyle. The way you live in your life is going to be, you know, it's going to be a big change for you. You know, it's going to be a big change. It's going to be a game changer. You just got to be open to receive it, and be um, strong to follow up and do it. I'm pretty sure that you probably is going to go through the information. It's going to be something fast, quickly, easy to digest, to the point. But you know, you just got to make sure that you stay there, right? That you continue to do it, so you can see that, because some things doesn't happen right away. You know, some things it takes a little time in order to see the results. So you got to make sure that you are able to um, do a one successful day and two, and then go for a week, and then go for a month, and having your mind to go for a year, because you know you're going to get some results that you're probably not even going to be able to track it. You know, like maybe you see some in the beginning, then after that you don't see it anymore, but it's going to be so many things that to take you off the path to success. It's going to be a lot of things, right, that's going to be on your way to take you off. Like, you know, you're probably not even going to be like, you're probably going to be telling yourself, like something that happened with me, for example. I did the carnivore diet, so for like 50 days, no sugar, no carbs, right? And then I see some videos on YouTube. The guy posts a picture with a regular body, and then he posts a picture with six pack, no love handles, no nothing. He posts a picture with like 25% body fat, and then he posts a picture with like 8% body fat, right? And then he put in there 1 week. Of course, that's not going to happen in 1 week. So you got to be wise enough to understand that, you know, this is not even if you do a surgery, you're going to get those results in 1 week, right? Not even if you do a surgery, you're not going to get that. So you got to be like wise enough to understand that, you know, that is not even a reality, right? Um, so I could like feel to some point, get off my diet, right, and miss some days at the gym and do everything that is not related to my mission, right? And then what will really is going to happen is that what I thought about my results was going to get me there. So your thoughts are very important. You got to keep your thoughts right. You got to keep your thoughts positive, because then if I took that and I go to that direction, what happened? I would do the wrong things, not follow up with my mission, and then the time comes, you know, like let's say I set up a time of like 2 months to see my results, and then I go in there in 6 months to see my results. I ruin my results, you know. I reset my results to from the like everything that I gained, I lost just because I saw something, and that something was just a distraction to get me off track, right? And it got me off track because I thought about it, and I ended up taking the action towards the direction that I thought about it that was negative. So you can have negative thoughts, but you gotta know how to convert them and make sure that you don't go with the negative thoughts, right? You gotta make sure you don't go with the negative thoughts, because that's gonna ruin your results. Um, but I think this is started pack Jumpstart is gonna be great to start, you know, helping you guys achieving some transformation. And yeah, so what happened is this: I continue with my mission, because one thing about people getting results that I'm gonna include on this series for you guys is that you put up a goal, it has a mission, what you're giving for that goal. Like, I'm gonna do this, like this, like this, like this, step by step to have this, right? Which is my goal, to attain this goal. I love to use the one that we're doing Phoenix help over here also, and I'm building a body, and I'm sharing with you guys everything that I'm learning. So it's great to use that as example, and it's also that's how it happened in real life. It's like the same scenario that happens in the gym that happens in real life, right? So for example, let's say you're going to transform your body, and that could be related to you like saving some money to invest on something, or just to build emergency funds. You're going to have to go through steps. You're going to save 10% of your paycheck. So when your paycheck come, your mission is to save 10% of each paycheck, and then you got to do that, into the end of the goal to have your mission complete. So one of the things that I'm going to have on the starter pack, jump start pack, whatever the name is going to be, is that you want to do your mission, not worry about the results. You're going to do your mission. You're going to do what you have to do with not getting distracted or get off track, because it's going to be so many things to get you distracted. And that's when people lose the results, when they see something and they have a bad thought and they let that bad thought take it over, right? So you're just going to save the 10% every month, and then you're going to have your emergency fund built by that time. It's no rocket science, very easy. You just got to do what needs to be done. And we're also going to have something very strong on this part, doing what needs to be done. That means you're not going to do it for one day. You're not going to do it for half. You're not going to do 99.9. You're going to do this shit 100. For real. Because otherwise you're not going to get no results. And then if I'm going to be trying to help you and you don't want to get no results, I advise you to not even waste your time. I'm not saying not to try, but what I'm saying is doable. Right? So get off the mindset of trying. You're already coming up weak and soft to this thing. Try to do something that you want to do, right? That you really want it, but then you're not fully immersed, like you're not all in with that. So what's the point? Like you in or you out? Like you're gonna do it or not? Like you got to be serious with yourself, so you can have serious results, right? So you can guarantee results that you're going to get it and do it, right? And that's why I want to make something more compelling that way, with videos, also, than just like words in a PDF, where it makes it more easy to digest, and kind of like something to follow through with it too, where you can come back to it and do it like one day and do another day, and kind of like try to walk with you from a long distance. If I was beside you, like this is like the things you got to improve. And there's so many things that is general, that people that are having wins on their life, that they could start having wins, that you ain't got to sit over here and tell me you're not doing those things. Most of the people are average. They're not doing those things. I kind of already know you're not doing those things. So I'm going to suggest a lot of things. And then the things that you're already doing, great. So that means you're already operating at your 30%. You're not at zero. You're operating at 40%, because you already got some things already going on for yourself, which is beautiful, right? But we want to optimize to 100%, and for most of us, we're going to go from average life to a successful life, and that's a complete transformation. So tap in, let's do it, come in serious, come in strong, and let's make it happen, right? It's doable. You can do it. The limitations, the only one you're setting to yourself. And it's going to be a lot of great information, great sources, great tools, and we just go with that. All right, see you on the next one. It's your man Waller on the next. Let's go.
Give it to me like